Hi there, it's Lily. I want to reach out to every single one of my Patreon sponsors who have given so generously this year to help me achieve my goals and dreams of being a community herbalist and activist. And I wanted to give you an update on what I have accomplished this year. So, the Herbalists Without Borders chapter is doing extremely well. We have managed to get up to 1 clinic a month, and we've also promoted several other events that promote healthcare and food justice here in Central Ohio. We've had 3 herb swaps in the mid and late summer, which are where we sponsor free events where people bring live plants, dried herbs, medicines that they've made, and they swap it with each other. And then they're also free to donate any surplus that they didn't want to take home to the Herbalists Without Borders chapter so that our apothecary is well stocked. And those have gone extremely well. We are about to host a seed swap at the end of January. We're going to make this an annual event where people can exchange seeds. I firmly believe that seed saving and seed swapping are human rights, and companies like Bayer Monsanto are trying to take that away from us. And so being able to access clean, healthy food and medicine that you grow yourself is something that our chapter is about. And so one of the other things that we want to do coming up in 2020 is start a community garden for medicine. We are partnering with my nonprofit organization called Sassafras Ohio this year. Sassafras is working on creating an annual herb conference, and right now we're talking about partnering with a Ohio Skillshare called Reeds and Roots to offer an herbal track of high quality herbal education. We're talking about offering weekend intensives this summer, special herbal retreats with well-known herbalists, and we're doing a seedling sale to help raise money for all the activities that Sassafras is doing. The seedling sale will run from the end of January, starting at HWB Seed Swap, until late April when we go and get the seeds from Ohio's Medicinal Nursery companion plants. So we're doing that. We're making low-cost medicinal seedlings that are organic and non-GMO available to everyone. The other thing that I have done is I've created a democratic school for kids and youth, ages 5 to 18. A democratic school, if you're not familiar, is a child-driven learning project. Kids decide what they want to learn and the academics follow. So my kid is part of the democratic school, which is called Liberigo, Free People School. We are meeting every day. We take field trips every Tuesday. We have school meetings, which is part of the democratic overlay where kids participate, and so kids get to decide what happens in their school, how we spend our money, and they can participate or not, but if they don't participate, they don't get a voice. So it really is a great lesson in how democracy really works, and it trains people to expect participation and expect democracy in their lives, which I think is a really needed lesson for our next generations these days. So Liberigo is going great. We're about to enroll a bunch more students than the original founding families. So my kid, who is in it, is very excited to make new friends. I also have been teaching free classes at the cancer support community here in Central Ohio. And I went from doing 8 this year to doing 11 in 2020. So I've committed to every month but December, which is more of a SC thing because they do their board meeting on the day that I would normally teach a class. But I'm teaching a class January through November on topics that are important to cancer survivors involving herbalism. Let's see, what else? I've been teaching a lot, and I have a whole slew of classes available on my website, lilycunning.com. Online classes, in-person workshops, intensives. My foundations class is continuing to grow. I've had 2 classes graduate in 2019. I started a third one, which is going until 2020, and then I started another one in May of 2020. And I'm also teaching the Herbal Certificate Program at GAFE, which is Global Academic for Energetic Education, gafe.org. I'm teaching their herbal certificate next year. And there's so much more I want to do. I want to have the clinics run every week. I want to be able to reach out to practitioners and really recruit more, do more outreach, partner with other organizations. Currently, we partner with Mothers in Arms, which is a nonprofit for single moms and their families, and we partner with Food Not Bombs. I want to partner with Be Quick, Black Queer Intersectional Collective, and many other organizations to offer weekly clinics where they are needed. We want to have a walk-in People's Apothecary that are open set hours every week for people to access herbal medicine when they need it. Like I said, we want to start a community garden. Sassafras is gearing up to do an herbal medic training and train a whole bunch of people on how to be street medics, specializing in herbal medicine, which will be of benefit at protests, at gatherings, at conferences. We want to make ourselves available in that way. I want to start Freedom Economy, which is a networking site for people who want to participate in the barter and gift economies rather than just sort of capitalist exchange. There are so many projects that I want to do, but I need your help to do it. And so you partnering with me and being my patron is phenomenal. Beyond Theory, which is my radio broadcast and podcast, is airing every week, both on WGRN, which is our community radio station, the Green Renaissance, but also as a podcast on Stitcher, Google Play, and iTunes. So you can listen to everything I've ever made since June to the current, and I release every week. On WGRN, we air Fridays at 11, and that's also when the podcasts are released. I've interviewed so many amazing people doing good work in the world. And if you don't know, this podcast is about people who are doing the work to create a new, better world in the shell of the old one. So artists, organizers, activists, people who are doing the good work to make this world a better place. I want to do more outreach, and I want to get more equipment, and I want to interview more people. So as my patron, I would love it if you would spread the word, because obviously if you support all these things, chances are you have friends and family who support all of these projects as well. And I'm really trying to build my Patreon so that I can quit all the side hustles and really dedicate my time to doing this work for Central Ohio. So I really appreciate your support. Spread the love, spread the word, and I will see you in 2020.